Either they forgot to put it in, or it doesn't actually increase it. Oh. Okay, let's see. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing, nothing. Titanium, put that away. Here we go. Oh. Oh, take wrong section. That was 95. Oh. Let's go see if he got more.
How can I help you? As you can see...
Yes. Oh wait.
How? As you...
Stuff to sell. What am I doing? Strong mana potion. Phew. I mean, Arthur's armor seems to definitely be the one I would want to wear in general. Let's go through this. It'd be 8 armor. 13. I could always lower the weight on stuff. 8 again. 11. 6. Yeah. It's one of the lower ones. And I'm actually surprised they have everything like 6 then 2 5s. So either put everything at 5 or put everything at 6. And then like straight across the board. I mean, because 6 times 6 is 36. So yeah, put everything at 6. I'd have to be 30 levels ago. I would have had all the stats for it. If I distributed evenly. Oh, wait. Perfect. Please. Bleed. Yeah. Now we head back to the Kuanat region, I believe. I really wish we did get Excalibur. And then maybe like uh getting Palamedes' shield rather than getting a weapon. Maybe would get like a dual kind of item. Maybe 2 points. So attributes. That. We'll wait on that. So create another blast when it ends. That's be pretty good. Enemies take the amount of damage you have dealt to them when using King Sword once again after it ends. Oh my. Oh my. I could just... So do that. Pick that. Again, you need 4 points, at least. Maybe you get another point after, at the end. I don't know. Another, when it ends, enemies take damage, blah, blah, blah. A weird shield collects 10% of damage dealt to you. When it ends, you gain a mana shield equal to that for 30 seconds. Physical damage and spell power increases by 50. When you use King Soul, your actions do not cost mana or stamina and do not use up normal ammunition. Killing enemies restores a portion of King Soul. That's instant right there. I mean, all of these ones, honestly. I mean, that, yes. Sure. They're pretty good. I don't know. I would definitely want that one. I would definitely say you'd probably want that one. But that one is a yes as well. That's definitely a yes. I mean, that one's pretty good too. So... da, da, da. Worn in armor. Increases armor value. Endurance. Oh, that's pretty cool. Gain one. Your damage negation chance is increased by 2% when you have light equipped load and by 1.5 when you have medium or heavy. That's great. Oh my god. That's good. Not gonna do anything under here. Godly physique. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that makes it definite. Strength. It's an easy one that I should have been doing, really. But I wasn't. Memory shards. Take. Fuel. Identify. Thorn sword. Massive sword that consumes 2% of health per second, but increases lifesteal by 3. Gem of fire. Put away. Put away thorn sword. Put away gem of fire. I believe I already have a thorn sword. Yes, I do. Oh well. Giant's grudge. The unstoppable Widowmaker. I love the names. I love them. Supposed to be able to talk.
Nice to see you. Hello again.
Hello. So. Both throwing knives. Okay, those are gone. And that's it. Figured it was over here. Cave hideout, Slayer, Camelot Gate. This is the closest one. Ooh, that crack, bro. was good. Got the drop on him. Guess what? Alrighty.
So, you finally made it. Took you long enough. I hope you're ready, because this is it. The beginning of the end. This is the Charred Conclave, a graveyard for druids, burned alive as scapegoats for the Red Death. It's a reminder of what happens when people fear what they don't understand. They spoke out. They should have stayed silent, kept their herbs and potions, but they didn't. They believed their ancient knowledge, ugly and painful truths from times long past, could save Avalon from the plague. And maybe they were right. But people don't want the truth when it's covered in blood. Cruel rituals, sacrifices, hard choices in search of real results. They called it wisdom, knowledge gleaned from the weirdness itself. But to the people, everything they did was unnatural, costly, and frightening. The druids believed their results would justify the costs. They thought Avalon would see them as saviors. But the people didn't understand, and fear turned to fire. The Red Church and their politicians made sure of that. The druids became a convenient enemy, a way to shift the blame and tighten their grip on power. It's always so simple, so banal, isn't it? Well, death doesn't always mean an ending. It was a sacrifice so costly, so cruel, so pointless, that it tore a rift in the fabric of this world. An ultimate wound. And so you're the closest you'll ever come to see the true shape of this world. To greet you, I was once where you are now. A knight with questions, searching for answers. That search led me to this place. And here I found my answers. Now it's your turn. Well, first you're going to meet my former employer. We don't see eye to eye anymore, but we both realize that our collaboration yields results, as shown by you being here. He'll try to sugarcoat the hard truths I've been telling you from the beginning, spin them differently. Mind. Why waste time here talking about it when you're just a step from the end? It's best if you just go forth and see for yourself. Just remember, it's the point of no return. Once you step through, there's no going back. But if you've come this far, I suppose you already knew that. Go on. He's waiting for you.
Okay. Let's roll. Let's go. Let us see what this all ends with.
At last we meet. I've heard much about you. Your choices, your determination. Caradoc isn't easily impressed, but he was impressed with you. Few dare to seek the truth buried in Avalon's shadows. Fewer still make it this far. I was the first. Caradoc followed when my brethren burned and the tear opened. And now, here you are. A truly rare and joyful occasion.
Who are you exactly?
Forgive my lack of manners. I am Orin, the last apprentice of Merlin, the last archdruid of Avalon. I've carried the weight of this land's secrets longer than I care to admit. But names mean little. What matters is the task before us.
And what is this place?
What lingers here? It's older than Avalon. Older than anything we know. What you see is the beginning of weirdness itself. Its purest form, raw potential, unshaped by anything but its lack of boundaries and limits. Beautiful, isn't it?
It's true. That is actually. Yeah, it is beautiful in a way. I have to admit, that's true.
Oh, precisely the opposite of what Caradoc wants. I want you to help me resurrect King Arthur. Properly this time. Ridiculous, I know. But yes, that's what it boils down to. At some point, we stopped seeing eye to eye and chose different paths. Ultimately, though, both our paths led to you.
How?
Yes, please let me explain. By the end of his life, Arthur became obsessed with his legacy. He left mementos, artifacts that embodied the virtues he wanted Avalon to preserve. Excalibur, a symbol of loyalty and sacrifice. The crown of Pendragon, a beacon of courage and resilience. The shield of Palamedes, wisdom and independence. But Merlin and the others didn't believe that would be enough. The memory of war and the fragility of peace was still too fresh. So they acted. When the king died, his soul wasn't allowed to move on. It was shattered, bound to those artifacts. A clever solution, but ultimately flawed.
Why would
They feared losing what Arthur represented more than losing Arthur himself. They thought the king's essence would endure, if bound to his relics.
And what was flawed
You
about it?
can't pick and choose with a soul, but that's exactly what Merlin did. He focused on 3 parts of Arthur: his strength, wisdom, and courage. He left out 2 pieces. One, tainted by the Four Dwellers' magic, was deemed too dangerous. The other was his humanity, the most fragile part. Merlin thought compassion and doubt were weaknesses, unfit for a king. Without them, Arthur became hollow. A king with power, but no heart. That way, Avalon's greatest failure was born.
Those 2 parts we see in the resurrection area that have no slots are the. So Arthur's soul was divided into 5 pieces, truthfully. But he didn't bind the last 2 sections of his soul. Interesting. I'm like, maybe they're going to be expanding it or something. Boom. Foreshadowing without even knowing it. That was great. That was really good.
I tried. And I found his humanity. It's here, bound, kept safe. But the Four Dwellers' aspects was left to drift, untethered between worlds. Finding it needed more than magic. It needed someone like you. The horrors you endured on that island gave you something no one else has. You can move through the weirdness, touch it, and return whole. That's why you found the King's soul, bound it to yourself and came back. You flatter me. No, I couldn't have predicted all of that. I merely nudged the Red Church in the right direction, and asked Caradoc to assist where I couldn't. I can see you're still doubting me.
What?
I want to bring back our king, whole and complete. I want him to lead again and safeguard Avalon's future.
But what if it fails?
It won't. This time, Arthur will be whole. A king must be more than power. He must be human. That balance is what will save Avalon.
Why do you want this so much?
Because I've seen what happens without him. Weirdness preys on the weak, and the people are too divided to stand against it alone. Arthur is their only hope. Ever they're left without him, without guidance, chaos takes hold. Division festers. You've seen it during your journeys. If things continue this way, Avalon will tear itself apart long before weirdness finishes the job.
Yeah, even if he's whole, what if the people won't follow him?
They will follow him. That's what people do. When weirdness comes to their doorstep, they'll beg for a savior. And Arthur will answer the call. Help me bring the king back, whole and complete. That's all I ask of you. Now you need to go further. I made my case. Please keep in mind what I told you. This is the only way for Avalon to survive.
We. That's what happened there.
I was there when it all began, when Arthur first set foot on Avalon. I was a knight in his army. We believed in him, in his dream, in his kingdom. And for a while, it was glorious. Every battle felt like a step closer to peace. Every sacrifice justified by the dream we shared. But then came the cost. The war crimes, the impossible decisions, the massacres, slaughters, and irrational cruelty. We turned from knights into butchers, all because his dream demanded it of us. At first I told myself it was necessary, that it was the price of building something great. But the longer it went on, the harder it was to believe. That's when I realized Arthur wasn't a god, a savior, or a king. He was just another man, no different from the rest of us. And no man should have the power to demand such sacrifices.
And you want to kill him once and for all.
But do you understand why I want it so much? I'd like to believe that after 600 years I've moved past pettiness. You need to understand that people thought, and still think, that he was more than human. But he wasn't. He made mistakes, just like any man. And the cost of those mistakes was always paid for by others. I've seen what happens when people cling to kings and myths. They wait, they follow, they waste their lives on promises that never meant anything. But that's not my problem. I'm not here to fix Avalon or to free anyone. What comes after doesn't matter. Let it all burn, let it rot, let it rebuild. I won't be here to see it.
Even if you destroy Arthur, the Round Table can just crown someone new, replace him. You think the people can stand on their own against the weirdness, the monsters? You want people to face adversity without guidance and leadership? Isn't that chaos? And what if your way leads directly to people's fall and demise? I want to know if we can ask all of these.
Let them stand, let them fall. It's not my concern. If the weirdness takes them, so be it. At least it won't be another king's failure. Another lie propping up a dying world. It'll just be what it is.